Hi ladies, we're just waiting for Stacey to see online and Fran, I think. Just check, yeah, I've got Jenny, Melissa and Zoe, so I'll just send them a quick message and then right, I'll just give them a couple of minutes to join us and then we'll get started. Right, well they haven't replied back or anything, so we'll get going and they can join in and they've got the recording and stuff afterwards anyway. So hello and welcome to May's Hosts Update. It's been a bit of a funny month really. I think we've had some really sort of low attendance at the events, but nonetheless we've still had the usual quality that we have with them, which is fantastic. So that's really good. So they've kind of been intimate but useful, and everyone that's attended them has found them really helpful. But to be honest, I don't think it's just been us that have suffered with this month. It's the time of year, it's, I think, the way Easter fell, and then we had the bank holiday, and now we've got half term next week. Everyone's chasing their tails at the moment, and networking always comes at the bottom on their list of things to do and priorities. It's always what gets shifted for proper work and other things that pop up in the way. So don't feel disheartened if that has happened, or if you've got events coming up in the next week or so and that does happen. I think we just need to ride it out. There's a local networking group around sort of my area and up towards North Wales, and I noticed actually that they've got a special offer on at the moment, which she doesn't normally do. So I think that's probably why, and she's probably noticed that pattern in previous years perhaps, because she's been established for a couple of years now, so she's prepared for that. So we have to learn by these things, and we'll know for next year. So for June events, if you could share the name of your Twitter speaker. Let me just check. Oh, who is that? Right, hang on a minute. We've just got a technical hitch with, I think Fran's trying to get in. One day we will have a host hangout that doesn't have technical hitches. One day. That's my ambition. But we're still having to roll with the punches a little bit with it at the moment. But okay, so yes, Twitter speakers, if you can let me know who you've got for Twitter, that would be fab. I think it's going to be a really good one. Again, we did it last year, and still people really struggle to get to grips with it. They don't really know what they can do with it. It confuses people. The Twitter hours, which have grown significantly since we did it last time, what benefit that can bring them, you know. So I think it's going to be a good one. We're going to do it in the Telford evening event because it falls on the same night as Shropshire Hour. Is we're going to be doing live tweeting from Telford BizMums at Shropshire Hour. So those that aren't really up with the Shropshire Hour thing are going to join in and, you know, see if we can get them all going on that. So that would be fantastic. Might even start doing a BizMums networking hour as well. It's something I've kind of not done yet because just so much other stuff happening. But I guess, you know, in Twitter month, it'd be a good time to start it. So we might start doing that. Member showcases have teetered off. So I'm asking the hosts if you can be a little bit more proactive with it. You know, the sort of regular attendees, to your events. I know some of you who have got more recent groups that are set up perhaps don't have members, but we can invite other members who perhaps you talk to online up to your events to showcase. It's a really, really valuable tool for the members to use. And it's a great opportunity, but some people are just a bit shy and a bit backward about coming forwards, and they're not taking those opportunities the best way that they can. So perhaps we need to get a little bit more proactive with them and encourage them to do that. So if you can, you know, it's one a month for those of you that just got the one event, or for Joe that's got Shrewsbury, then it's 2 months. But you know, it's just ask one person each time. Or if you get a new member as well, we can get them booked in as well. And I will keep promoting it in the members group. I just find there was a flurry at the start, and now people are a bit kind of shy about coming forward. So the changes to the procedure, going through Eventbrite hasn't really worked that well as I hoped it would. It's a bit of a clunky kind of procedure, trying to take people away from Facebook. So what I'm looking at doing is trying somehow to integrate the Facebook events into the website and have one place that you book onto events, whether you be a member, a new guest, a returning guest. So it all just links up. It's one central booking portal, so to speak. So I'm just working on that at the moment, because really I have people who look at the events on Eventbrite, they look at them on the Facebook, they look at them on the website. For me personally, I just find it easier to go through the Facebook events, but then it does get confusing. And with the Facebook events, as we all know, people don't tend to take them seriously, so they just book on and then they don't turn up. So we need to, and we don't capture their data to find out why perhaps, or be able to keep in contact with them. So I'm working on that at the moment. I'm also going to ask you if you're happy to, if you are able to set up your own events on Facebook. It's really straightforward to do. I can do a video capture of how to do it for those of you who perhaps aren't so confident doing it. I'm actually working on the copy at the moment for what it actually says in the event as well, just to give people perhaps a little bit more insight as to what to expect, because you do get asked that quite often, what happens at your events, that type of thing. You know, for me it's hard because it's kind of obvious because I've done it for so long now, but I think I need to just go back to basics and break it down. to overcome people's objections about coming, so they know what to expect. The benefit of the host setting up your own event is that you have more control over it. I've had a few issues recently where the privacy was wrong. Facebook had made some changes so that when you set up a group in an event in a group, which we like to do, so we can invite all the members of the group without having to be friends with them. If you did that but you didn't invite everybody that time, you went back into it at a later date to do it, it only would let you do it and keep the privacy to that group. So when we've been sharing out the links to other people, no, people who aren't in that group can't see them, which is just hopeless. So this means that rather than me being able to set them up in advance, they need to be set up each month. So if you were able to, after each event, just set up your next month's event, invite all the members of the Cheshire, South Staffordshire, whichever group is relevant to your event, invite all of the members to it, and then you've got the link to it, you're the host, you can then, get any message like that. It just makes it a little bit more simple. I'm still happy to do it if it's a problem, but it would just take a lot of hassle away from me, really, and make my life a little bit easier. If you can each do one each, it just spreads it across a little bit, and then I'll just keep doing the ones for the ones that I host. Okay, so if you can just drop me a line if you're happy to do that afterwards, that would be fab. Okay, so next thing, the actual Facebook groups. So we've got 6 at the moment, and then I've just set up a new one for East Midlands, because I had a lady on Twitter who approached me this week about launching a new group in Nottingham, and so East Midlands is brilliant because that will really link up South Staffordshire, North Staffordshire in towards Cheshire, and it's moving us up towards Yorkshire, so we will eventually be able to link up with the whole group up there. So I'll be setting up the East Midlands group, which is brilliant. The groups are very stagnant at the moment. We have people join them, which is brilliant, but then they don't really do much in them, probably because we don't encourage that, and we don't make it enough engagement and have enough sort of going on. So some new features. So I've started to do like a little post. I did it last week in all the groups, an introductory thread. So a bit like an old school like ladder, where everyone can tag their Facebook page and everyone, connects with each other. The Tuesday marketplace, we've been doing that now for a few weeks. That's good, where people can, because I don't want the groups to end up like the other kind of Facebook groups where it's just like people promoting themselves all the time and not interacting. So by saying there's no promotions allowed, only on a Tuesday, it makes people focus on that day. I'm also going to be doing for each group one night a month, setting up a Facebook event which will be an online networking event. So I've toyed with this idea for a long time, couldn't figure out the best way to do it, really, to do online networking. But I thought if we set up an event, and then between a set time, 8 till 9 or 9, whatever time works well, probably 8 till 9, thinking about it would be the best time. And in that event, you can comment on who you are and what you do, where you are, do you need any help or support, and start conversations actually as comments in that event. So we're going to trial that starting in June. So like I say, each group will have its own specific night of the month, and we'll change it around so it's on different days. So I know that some nights don't suit certain people, so we'll mix it up a little bit until we find a night that works great, works well for each group. So if you can help out and be involved in that for your specific group, whichever one's relevant to your event, that would be fantastic, because the groups really are like the feeder to the meetups, to the face-to-face events. People come into those groups because they see them on Facebook, they want to find out more about BizMums, they need time to kind of break down their objections about coming, they want to know more, and then eventually they'll come to a meetup. That's the plan. But at the moment, there isn't enough interaction in that group for that to happen. So I'm hoping that this online networking will show them a little bit of what BizMums is all about, and what if they come to a meetup, they'll get more of the same, and they'll get to sort of speak to people online that they can then meet face to face. So your sort of help with that would be fantastic. I'm quite happy to run each of those, but you know, if you can just be there and join in with it and promote it as well, that would be fantastic. Okay, so the next big thing is the conference and awards. We have all but one award sponsored now, which is just amazing. We've got our main sponsor, Alan Ward, as well. It's in between. We've got Networking Mum and we've got Overall Mum of the Year that aren't sponsored yet. Overall Mum of the Year is in with Barclays at the moment, but like anything, it takes weeks to get anything cleared in a company like that. So it's quite annoying. I'm just having to wait. So if someone else does come along and wants to sponsor it, I think I'm going to let them, because I've been waiting for Barclays now for a few weeks. And then the Networking of the Year, I've got another lady who I spoke to last week who said, I definitely want to sponsor an award, but she's not got back to me 100%. So, you know, those awards are still open, but I'm hoping that they're going to be finalised this week. So that's brilliant. The nominations will open on Sunday the 1st of June. We are actually as well, I'm just talking to a lady tomorrow because she wanted to sponsor the Creative Mum Award, but then literally about 10 minutes before she tweeted me, I'd had someone else sponsor it. So, she's a girl that I know through my mastermind group, and she has a company called Miss Tilly's Fabric Emporium. So I know that she wanted to sponsor the Creative Mum Award from the creative making side of things. So I'm looking at doing a new award, which is going to be Handmade Mum of the Year. So the Creative Mum is going to be more tailored towards your sort of graphic designers, writers, that type of creative. And then the Handmade Mum will be more towards your makers and the handmade mums. So hopefully, if that all goes to plan, we will have 12 awards this year, which is brilliant. So nominations open Sunday the 1st of June. The nomination forms will be done just like last year online. This year, though, we've got a bit more structure with the forms. There'll be a few more questions. Last year it was quite open. So the nominations, the quality that we had at the beginning were just shocking. And I'm going to do a lot more education around it as well to let people know that the quality of their nomination is literally what they send in is what the judges will see. It's not a popularity contest. The judges won't be looking on their website, their Facebook page. They just won't have time. Last year we had over 250 nominations. So you can imagine what a job it was just to go through what was sent in, regardless of trying to look at external stuff. So it's really important that you get a strong nomination and get that in. So they'll be open on Sunday the 1st of June. Like I say, it's all online and we'll be plastering that all across Facebook. Another change this year is that rather than announcing all the nominations at the close, which at the moment is the 31st of August, or that might get brought forward a little bit. Last year I brought it forward by 2 weeks just because we had such an influx of nominations at the beginning. We just decided actually we can just do it for 6 weeks. We'll just see how things go. Rather than announcing though all at that same time, I'm going to be doing it every other Friday. So every 2 weeks on the Friday, all the nominees will get a notification and the opportunity then to add to their nomination. And the benefit from this is that it will get the awards and the conference promoted earlier, and if people see it then and don't know anything about it, they will then still be able to nominate. Whereas last year the challenge we had was everyone was putting their nomination badges on their Facebook, and it was great, but it was too late for anybody who saw that then to then nominate. So I'm trying to overcome that this year, so hopefully that will work well. So the next thing for the conference and awards is to get some table sponsors. So anybody can sponsor a table. It's £75, and for that you get to have all your literature on the table. You get to present for 10 minutes to the table of 10, and we will tailor the people on the table to suit your ideal customers as best we can. Try and match that up. And then we've got general stands available as well. I think we've got about 6 or 7 of those taken, but we've still got lots more spaces. And then the experts area. So especially for Fran and Stacey, some help with this would be much appreciated for finding, because I think it would be better, it'd probably be more appealing if they were local to Stone. The bank, solicitors, accountants. Last year we had a printers, web design, that type of thing. Anybody really who can give some business advice. It could be, Staffordshire business section of the council, or something like that. Just anybody at the Chamber of Commerce, maybe. So anybody really who can come and give some advice to the mums that are there on the day. So if you can help me with that, that would be much appreciated. And then the big one is getting the bums on the seats. It's the actual tickets of the people that are going to come. So for members, the ticket price is £22.50, which is about, I think it's £10 cheaper than last year, and that's for the full day, and it includes lunch for £22.50, which is a bargain, I think. So in June, I'm going to be offering members to bring with them either their partner or a friend, whoever they want to bring, for the same price. So a regular non-member ticket is £27.50. So you can bring a friend if you buy your tickets in June for the member price of £22.50. So that's a bit of a deal that we've got going on. But yeah, just any help with kind of promoting it. We've got some really, really good speakers as well. Mary Claire Carlisle has sent me through her kind of lowdown of what she's going to be talking about. So I'm going to be posting that on the conference and awards page in a minute, and it's brilliant. Such a good talk that she's going to do. And Amanda Daniels as well. And then I'm just finalising the third speaker as well. And if we can get her, it's going to be fab. And then we just need to find that elusive celebrity award presenter. So I'm still on the hunt at the moment, but that's one more job. I think that's it really for this month. I'll open it up to you guys now. So if you've got any questions, then you can type them into the chat box, and then I can answer them now, or you can send me a message afterwards, or you can put them in the hosts group. Oh, I can see lots now. Oh, right, okay. I didn't have it on before. Right. Jenny, yeah. Oh, Fran's here. Hi, Fran. Right, no guests can do a showcase. No, guests can't do a showcase. It's a members only feature. It's a benefit for members. And you don't see them as much on mobile device on Facebook. What do you mean by that? What were you talking about there? Is that the events? And I've got Fran's. We spoke about the other day. Right, I'm a bit lost with these comments now. So Jenny, what did you mean by you don't see them as much on mobile devices on Facebook? Was that about the events? There is a bit of a delay on this anyway, so we'll answer another question. Yeah, that's a really good question actually. No, you don't have to be a BizMums member to be nominated. You don't have to be a BizMums member to nominated. Nottingham. Okay. Sorry, yeah, I've lost my train of thought there. Yeah, no, back to the BizMums, the awards. No, it's open to absolutely anybody. As long as they're a mum in business based in North Wales, Cheshire, Staffordshire, West Midlands, Shropshire, Hull, anywhere that we have events, then they can be nominated. We'll kind of be a bit more flexible. Well, it'll be into the East Midlands now. And as long as they're a mum in business in an area where we have a meet-up, then they can be nominated. They have to be able to come on the day as well. So it's no good a mum in Surrey, for example, saying, yeah, I want to nominate somebody who's in Surrey, and they're not prepared to come on the day. They have to, if they're nominating somebody, they have to be prepared to come on the day, because otherwise it would be a pretty rubbish award ceremony if all the winners weren't there. So we have to make sure that anyone who's nominated is going to come. So that's the only stipulation, really. So once you're invited, any alerts close to basically once inviting someone. Yes. Yeah, no, exactly. That's it, Jenny. It's not great. So I'm working on a better system for the events. So leave that with me. We'll keep using Facebook for now, but I just think there's got to be a better way of doing it. And I think, yeah, like you said, the reminders leading up to the event as well are something that's really, really important. So it's a shame, really, that Facebook don't let you send out a reminder a couple of days before, but they don't. So the only way is to actually go in and message everybody individually, which is something that we do. And I do suggest that to hosts is the night before, especially to people who haven't been to one of your events before, is to message the new people the night before and just say, looking forward to meeting you. 9 times out of 10, you'll get a message back telling you that their cat has died or they've got a flat tire or something like that. But it shows their interest, and they might say, but let me know about the next one. So you can send them the link to the next event, and then hopefully it's eventually they will come and get over their fear or whatever it is that's keeping them away. And you know, for the 1 out of the 10 that does come, then that's brilliant, and that's what we want. So it's just a case of just keep plugging away, and then once you get a nice core little group of members, it'll just start to flourish from there, and that's what we found in the other areas. So is there any more questions? Well, if you have, then like I said before, just post in the host group. I'm online all night now. I have an iPad back. Hooray! Came today. So I'm a little bit more mobile with my Facebooking. Been a bit restricted the last couple of weeks since I lost my last one. So um okay. Do you want to send me that afterwards then, Fran? That would be fab. Right, I will let you get back to whatever you're doing. Have a good night, and I will see you all soon. Bye bye.